Okay, you, if you saw my second video, I'm making 5 today. And today I'm doing something else. Something that I barely talk about on the channel, or not talked about at all, but I'm really in love with. And this one's probably going to take a bit of a while. This is the Cuphead bosses tier list. So I'm ranking this on like my own experiences. Y'all probably have different ones. Like I think Wally Warbles is no, I don't have an opinion on. I think that the chimp is easy, like very easy, but people might think he's like impossible to beat. But with that, I'm just gonna be ranking on my own opinion on how easy or hard these bosses are. So starting off, we're gonna start off with the first boss that people fight, the root pack. You heard how I said the first boss, right? Yeah, the root pack is extremely easy. Since it's the first boss, it doesn't prove that much of a challenge, but it's still possible to die. The only way I can see people dying is on Onion, since you have to have like a bit of reaction time to dodge its tears. But with the carrot, just break his carrots and dodge his thing a bit. And the potato, just be good at jumping and dashing. And it's the only place where you can get parries. So I'm pretty sure no one wants to parry on the Onion. Second boss, Goopy Legrand. Slightly harder, I guess. With his constant jumps, if you don't get his pattern, he can easily get you. His punches are very easy to dodge. I guess the last phase is kind of hard since you gotta dash immediately as soon as you're about to jump. Okay, who's next? Hilda Bird or Ruby Croak? Sort of Ruby and Croak. Yeah, in my opinion, they're the hardest in in the whole tier. I mean, in the whole first aisle. Since like when I first fought them, I was like, oh, this is actually tough because like it's hard to get parries. That's what I can say. It's really hard to get parries since of uh because the only way I can see you getting parries on hit the first phase is using Miss Chalice, because I've seen people do it, like it is possible, but it's just too hard as Cuphead. That's what I'm saying. Second phase, walk in the park, is actually easy, but then the last phase. This is what I'm questioning. Why do people call um frog and devil snake and bull? I I don't understand that. Either way, devil have smoke bomb and then you're fine. Tiger is the hardest one in my opinion, and frog, it's just free attacks. It's best to use charge if you have that. Actually, no. But I'm just saying, if you use chaser on that, you're dead. And actually, I'm ranking this all on expert. Actually, no. I only fought these 5 on expert. No, never mind. Just fight them regularly. If so, then I'll put them on the bottom since they're not that much of a challenge after that. Hilda Bird. In regular mode, I think she's the hardest. So I'll put her on the top. I've put her above Ribby and Croak. Since in like we're talking about regular, she's definitely the hardest. And the main thing I like about her is her constellations. Like it's like if you get the girls, you win. If you get the archer though, you better hope to God that you know how to dodge, or to go in a circle multiple times. And with the What else? The green one is not. Then you have the little blimps that you can help parry. The purple ones give you free parries. The green ones you just got dodge. They don't really mean anything. You're constantly moving during the fight, so you're kind of fine. But with that, not really anything. The tornado just shrink and then you're fine. And then with the final phase, if you know the pattern, you're really not really gonna die there. Especially the stars, they're not that fast. But on expert, yeah, it is kind of a mess. But with that on the final phase, the main thing that makes it hard, I guess, for people is how she takes off like half the screen. Okay, Cagney Carnation. One of the best soundtracks in the game, and I absolutely love. But also, he's not that hard. He's toddler steps. He's better than Goopy Legrand. Than with his final phase easy. His second phase not that. I think it's the first phase actually when he does his like pollen attack because it's kind of hard to parry that small little thing. So I think that's what gets people. I remember trying to fight him with Miss Chalice, and I always got damaged by it because when I dashed it, I my hitbox hit the like ladybug things, and it killed me. I mean, not really killed me, but hurt me. So I got restarted. Okay, now we're on IO2. Baron von Bonbon is her name. Okay. Um, when I was first beginning, she was actually the hardest boss to me. But but now, yeah, she's easy. She's really easy. Actually, you're kind of skilled at that point. She's a cakewalk. Like, as soon as you get like what the bosses each do, it's very easy, and you can get extremely lucky by getting like waffle, um, chomp, jawbreaker, or you can get jawbreaker, gumbo, and candy corn, and then boom, that's it. Final phase kind of makes it a bit hard with with the the homing head. Guess that's what makes the only challenge the giant um sweet that rolls is not that bad. I just like parrying it with Cuphead multiple times. It's a bit of fun. But with that, she's not that hard. Pepe, yeah, Pepe the Clown. Um, with your skill by then, he's not that extremely hard. But also, I can see how you could die here. I'm gonna give him taller steps. He's not that exactly hard. Better than Goopy, but I'm pretty sure you have enough skill to take him down easy. Nah, he's harder than Cagney. His first phase, just take out the ducks, and then you're fine. His second phase, I guess that's where some challenge comes in with the moving platform, but if you have roundabout or eight-way shot or eight shot, you're fine. His third phase is really annoying with the train coming in. But if you get that perfect spot where he doesn't move, you get so much damage, and it ends like in 20 seconds. His final phase, it's recommended to use X shot, eight shot because he's like standing in the middle and it's easy to get hits. The main annoying thing is about his penguins that just just shoot ball, balls everywhere, which is super annoying. Which makes you move or either kill them or just wait for the train. But either way, he's easy. The Jimmy, the Jimmy, yeah, the Jimmy, yeah. Um, I'm gonna say he's harder than Beppy. He does give the most parries out of these first three, but also I guess he's probably the hardest because his first phase it's a bit RNG based. depending on what you get. Mostly recommend the cat thing. The cat thing is probably the easiest. But with that, you just like shoot, and then after it's over, you move on to the second phase. It ends really quickly. And with the third phase done, the second phase is pretty easy. I'm pretty sure this is when you're first gonna start using bombs because it just one shots the pillars. And it only lasts for like a few seconds because he doesn't really take damage. Then after that, to his third phase, I guess this is where the challenge kinda comes in because he just starts like I guess the limited space. I never tested out if those yellow particles are bullets and they do damage you. But with that, he gets killed pretty easily, and this is where you get your parries. His last phase though, his last phase is tricky. That's what makes him hard. If you don't use your bomb, then you're if you don't use your super, you're in trouble. Like you're probably gonna die there. But if you do, it ends rather quickly. You're gonna take like one damage if you don't decide to dodge and let's talk about Wally Warbers. Wally Warb. He's a second plane level, and so true. If he gets the blood kind of rushing for one single reason alone, his second stupid phase. Oh wait, no, third stupid phase. His first phase is pretty simple. If you're not playing expert, just stay by the like side of the screen, and you barely get damaged. Dodge his bullets and parry the little birdies, and you're fine. Second phase where it just starts like doing a tiny bullet hell, just move, just like pay attention to your character and just move up and down and stuff like that, and you should be fine. But if not, you're definitely gonna get hit. But his third phase, his stupid third phase, I hate it so much because I always take forever. It's what causes me to lose my time because he takes forever to kill him. Like I play it safe to like go around this kid and not get hit while collecting free parries, but it just takes forever. Man, it just takes forever. And it's his fourth phase, his 12 phase, pretty easy. This is where bombs is needed. Certainly like the lopper version of a bullet in plane levels. I gets the job done pretty easily. And if you do that, you get some free fried chicken. Mostly prepared to you by the nurses that try to help him. Okay. Grim Matchstick is the absolute. I don't know how to describe him. He's just hard. He's just super hard. Like, this is where you're needed to use Lopper, or you're gonna have a really hard time in the second phase. But with that, you just need Lopper for the entire fight. I'm just gonna say this. If you use eight shot, you lost. Like you already lost because his final phase is so tough. His first phase is where you can only get parries. If you play Miss Chalice, then you're gonna have a hard time. His meteors are easy to avoid. Then his second phase, he goes on the like bottom left of the screen where you gotta shoot him at. It's really annoying aiming at it, so that's why you use crack shot, chase, or lobber. It's best to use lobber. It gets the job done quick. And then there's his final phase. Oh, his final phase is so hard. First of all, his normal attack, the fireballs, if you hit it, it's split in a four-way direction. And it goes relatively medium speed. But because it gets like to you at like halfway of the screen, and when you shoot it, there's definitely an 80% chance you can get hit. And then his His flamethrower isn't that bad. It's just a tiny fireballs and makes it so hard. But if you're good enough, you'll probably get there at max health, but still have to deal with that. Especially if the floating platforms make it harder. Remember Honeybottom? Immediately an actual challenge because of the moving platform. Just because you always have to pay attention to the enemy and moving up on the screen makes it hard. Her first phase pretty simple, just dodge the guy and also damage him at the same time. And then you get him relatively done. Then her second phase is when things actually get a bit hard. Because you gotta deal with her spells. Her spear one's pretty easy. It can give you some free parries, but her triangle, that's when it gets a bit hard. Because you gotta dodge it at the same you gotta not only dodge it because it's so big, but also the little particles. They are parryable, but it's really hard to do it. And then when she launches her head down, that's when it gets really annoying. Because you gotta dodge her missiles and also like go to the each side so you don't get hit. And her last phase actually. This is where people mostly use Chaser, which is probably me. And it's the best place to do it. It's best to use Chaser on the 8-way shop. Or you can do Crack Shot. Briny Beard. Okay, Briny Beard. Oh, I think he's toddler steps. His last phase is kind of hard, but he's not exactly hard. It's better to start off with him, because if you go for Rumor Honeybottom, the bosses you're gonna fight is gonna be an absolute train wreck. Should I cut this into two parts? Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this two parts. Captain Briny Beard, he gives you a ton of free parries. It's legit parry heaven. But with that, his piano not that bad. His cannonballs not that bad. His shark, just stay next to him, which you're probably going to always be doing. And then there's the octopus, just charge it, shot it once, and it's dead. And the puppies, just use X shot or keep jumping, and you should be fine. In this final phase, best to use chase or crack shot or charge, since they all have a greater chance of hitting it. Don't forget to bring your super, you're definitely gonna need that. And then the giant laser, yeah, you can parry it, but it's best to just, dodge it. Why? Why was this boss made? I just hate it so much. Like ever since I started my expert journey, I spent like a solid 30 minutes trying to beat Ribbon Croak. Now that I know that, I'm just scared of the challenges that await me now. With Dr. Crank's robot, his first phase is probably one of the hardest ones because you have so much to deal with. This is where the bullet helps actually starts to get bit into the game. With his first, and I like the mechanic of where you destroy stuff, something stronger comes out. Well, stronger. His laser definitely should take out first. The head shooting thing not that bad, and then the bottom next, since the bombs are very easy to take care of. And besides, the middle one gives you free parries. Then you take out that one and go for the heart. When he shoots his head out, it's pretty simple. The bombs are a bit annoying, but you can get through it. Then his last phase. Bullet hell just comes into play. You actually feel like you're in hell after that, during that. Just because it's just absolute chaos. If it wasn't for the wolves, this would have been like an actual challenge. No, no, it's still a never again. It's still impossible. Even though, yeah, I did beat it. But with that, you're playing never again. Calamaria. All the IO3 bosses are extremely tough. Like I was saying, like actually not that I just knows half and half of them are actually tough. The rest are pretty simple. But with Calmaria is an actual challenge due to her first phase is pretty unique. I like how she uses two different. She calls in a mate to help, but also with that she does a attack of her own, which can help combo into very annoying situations, like the seahorse with the seaman, which is very annoying to dodge since you can barely go down, and then the turtle with the pufferfish, or any of those with the fire or yellow fish, which aren't that bad. But with that, her second phase, which comes, why I find this boss really annoying. Just her mechanic of just freezing you and just freezing you in place and forcing you to spam. I just absolutely hate it. And now that I just imagine, I'm actually use Divine Relic. How one? Actually, wait, you only have two moves, so you're fine. Okay, next one. Sadly, stage play. She's just easy. She's a cakewalk. Like, there's no actual challenge to it. She just shoots at you and then she just jumps at you, does like a free parry, and that's it. She does have a secret phase, which gives her bonus points, which Real Pack does also have a secret phase. But what does she? It's not a challenge at all. She's so easy. And then we got Vermin. Actually, second phase is the only hard part with the rats. Third phase, just free attacks. And fourth phase, just pretty easy to hit. Just takes a long while. Vermin. Even easier than Rupak. I'm just gonna say that. He's easier than Rupak. His first phase is just free parries and just have smoke bomb and you're just fine. His second phase, pretty simple. I can say it's the hardest one since since you gotta be constantly moving. And then his third phase, supposed to be the hardest, but it's not. You get very easy attacks to dodge and also get some free parries. All I have to say is bring 8-way shot and this boss is a walk in the park. Okay. The Ghost Express, Ghost Train, Spooky Train. Blood kinda rushing because it's a 50-50. First guy, if you're not using PC or something like that, then it's kind of tough. But after that, and then Skeleton Man, pretty easy. You just kind of stand between it and you're fine. And then you have the twins, the twin button guys, which I can say is pretty tough. But if you just stand in a corner, you should be fine. Let's just stay in the left side and just use charge shot to immediately kill the first one, and then just camp there with charge shot until they die. And then the final phase, just parry, charge shot, done. And with that, I'm gonna end this episode right here because it's been a while. So tomorrow yeah, I'm sorry. You see the time right here. You, I'm probably have to stop right now. I'm sorry I can do 5 videos tonight. It's just I'm very tired. But I promise to do 3 more videos tomorrow, so see you later.